first things first, Storm 2-year contract extension. How pleasing is it to be able to reward a player like him with a multi-year deal?
Yeah, really pleased to get that secured with Storm. Since I've came in, he's been a real leader within the group. His performances have got better and better. You know, we've got two great right backs in him and Docker, and his performances have been really good. So the fact that we can get him secured for the next few years on the coast is a real positive.
How important is it to have a leader like Storm, who's not only so experienced in football, but he's experienced in the Central Coast and the values of the club?
Yeah, massive. Like I said, he's not only his performances on the pitch, but what he does off the pitch within the group, within the dressing room, his leadership qualities, which I've really challenged him and tasked him to develop as well, have been really strong. So to have him on board and to have someone who knows what it is to play for the Central Coast and know the culture of the club and is willing to grow with the club as well is really important. So really pleased to have him secured, and you know, if he can continue the form he's in, it'll be really beneficial for the team.
We've obviously just come back from the Philippines, tough pitch, heat, just difficult conditions in general. How pleasing was it to be able to go there, get the 3 points, secure safe passage to the next round?
Really relieved to come away from the game without any injuries, because the pitch was really challenging. It was dangerous in my view. So the fact that we came out of that with no injury concerns was a real plus. Obviously the points are a massive part as well, and we had to go there. We had to be professional. We had to put a performance in which could get the 3 points and move us on to the next stage. And the boys were fantastic in that. I thought their attitude from start to finish, from training on the pitch the previous day to staying focused and ready and prepared and dealing with those circumstances, were fantastic. So really pleased for the club and the group of players that we can qualify for the knockout stage.
And we had a little bit of rotation in the squad. I think it was 4 changes from the starting 11 from the previous game. How pleasing was it to have been able to make those changes and still have the depth and the quality to be able to go out there and perform? This
is what we're talking about all the time, is the squad and the depth within the squad, and those players who are maybe not starting week in, week out, or have not had the game time other players have had, that they're ready to come in at any point. And that was the case in the Philippines. We were able to rotate and give players time on the pitch, and they got the job done, which was fantastic. So yeah, for me it's all about the squad and the depth of the squad and those players being ready at any given moment.
Marco Tulio with the double, and that's 8 for the group stage. Tell us a little bit about his quality and how important he's been in our cup run so far.
Yeah, hopefully we can transfer that to the league as well now. Keep telling him. But no, he's got quality. He's got quality. And I think the pleasing thing for us now is we're continuing to create chances, and now we're starting to put the ball in the back of the net. I still feel we could score more with the chances we create. But that's me just being very greedy. But I'll always push the players. But someone like Marco, a fantastic talent of a player. We like all our players, even the creative players, to work hard for the team as well. And he's got that capability for sure. But yeah, really pleased for him to have that run in the AFC Cup and the amount of goals and assists he's got. And like I said, long may that continue and transfer into the league games as well.
And speaking of players in form, Dan Hall's another one who just seems to be growing in confidence every game. How pleased have you been with his performances since coming to the squad?
Yeah, we talk about players, we talk about the team understanding what we want as a group, as a collective. But we talk about that with individuals as well. And Dan Hall is a great example of someone who's come into the team. He got the opportunity through a player getting an injury, and he came in, and every game he's getting better and better. His performances are showing his understanding of what we want from an individual point of view. He's smart and he's intelligent as regards to what we want, and he can action that. So it's great to see him growing on the pitch. It's great to see his confidence building as well. And I think Dan has got real leadership qualities as well. He's a very liked person within the group, very funny player as well. But he's got a real leadership about him. He can lead the team, and he's a good talker. I encourage him to do that more and lead the team. So yeah, I want his confidence to keep growing and these performances to continue to shine.
Landed in Sydney Airport yesterday, out of Sydney Airport again today. Talk to me a little bit about the trip coming up, the couple of away games back to back.
Yeah, when people keep saying, "Oh, what a tough schedule we have," I try and look at it in a different way, and I see it as a challenge. I see it as a fantastic opportunity for us to be to be in football. I say to the boys all the time, there's no better job in the world than to be part of a professional club and playing professionally. That takes you all over the world. Yes, we have to travel a little bit here and there, but it's a privilege, and we have to see it as that. So yeah, we have to approach things in different ways with the training loads and things like that. But we have a fantastic group of staff who can manage that, and we'll be ready for the game on Sunday.
Coming up against Melbourne City, who obviously had a midweek game themselves in the Champions League. Talk to me a little bit about what you see against them and how that game can sort of shape up.
Yeah, we know they were in the Champions League as well, so they've been in Europe. We watched that game. Like I said, as a staff, we analyse the game massively, but we always focus on what we can control, how we perform. So they'll be a big threat, of course. They're a good team. They've got good individual players. They've got a good way of playing. From the grand final, I'm sure they've got a point to prove. But I don't see that. I see the here and now of where we are. We feel we're in a good moment. We feel we're progressing as a team. We feel that we've got a lot more to come as well. So yes, we'll be ready for what they can bring to the table and how we deal with that. But we'll also be concentrating on ourselves and how we play.
Last one. It was obviously we had a couple of difficult results at the start of the year, and now we've really found some positive form in terms of results. How pleasing is it to see sort of the hard work on the training pitch and even the hard work on the pitch translate into an undefeated streak at the moment?
Yeah, first and foremost, what the players produce on the pitch is testament to them as a group, sticking to what we believed in. I spoke all the time, even during that difficult run of results. Performances were on the up, and we saw a lot of positives from that. So we stuck to the processes, stuck to what we believed in. Difficult times will come again in football, but we're really, really pleased with how we're shaping up at the minute, how we're progressing. We never want to take our foot off the gas. We never want to get complacent. We always want to get better every game. We want to strive to get better every game, every training session, and that's our focus now with the players. And they're in a good mindset at the minute. So let's hope we can get the result and continue our run.